Punditry trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar break, way patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar break, way patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's
Yo, got no camera. What's going on? Where's my camera? Hey, what's up? Yo, it's Mo, bro. Corey 2S. What is up? Lay in the house. Ethan, what's going on? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? How's the microphone sound? I got another new microphone. I upgraded again. Thanks. Okay, good. Good. All right. How's everyone doing? Waiting for the madness about to happen? Yeah. For sure. Yeah, so how'd you guys do Friday? Had a pretty good day. Guys, smash that like button if you guys are just tuning in. Keegan in the house. I made some money, Sanger. I made some money. Guys, I had a monster day with Take Profit Trader Pro accounts. Can't beat that. I end up activating 3 pro accounts that I had passed on the day before, thankfully. And for some reason, I think they let me pass them, or let me activate them early. So that was sweet. And then I took 2 of them over $5,000 each. And then I ended up taking another one to about $8,500, and then I ended up blowing it because I was going for that 10K. But I wasn't copy trading them, so I think that was key, thankfully. The market was just too volatile. I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable copy trading them all. But yeah, so a big day. I don't know if they've taken the money out yet. I did request a payout. No, they didn't yet. So you can see the counts right here. Actually, I got this one up to $6,655. This one $5,531 on day one. So, and yeah, trading gold mostly on that gold dump. So I expect a lot more volatility in the metals tonight. 150Ks, Ethan, this time. Yeah, two 150Ks. But yeah, I was trying to go for that 10K, and it just didn't happen. But I was trying, because you know, with Take Profit Trader, you can hit 10K in one day. But you banked 77K in a personal account, Sanger. Holy, nice. Nice, Sanger. Yo, Thrax, thanks so much for subbing. Thank you so much. I just purchased a 150K Q-Bones. Let's go. So I like 50Ks? Yeah, I do. I like 50Ks and 150Ks. That's my thing. 100Ks I don't really care for. 25Ks, I don't really mind 25Ks, but you got to trade small. And so my sweet spot right now has been 50Ks and 150Ks. Like all my Apex accounts right now are 50Ks, all the funded ones. I had another green day on those. So all these accounts are up over $3,000 now after payout. So looking pretty good. So a little base hit day. So here's the thing. I had that base hit day on Friday with the Apex accounts. I think I made like 270 bucks across the 18 funded accounts. And then, boy, I really was having the FOMO just because the market was moving. And I felt like, I'm like, oh, this is the type of market I like. And then I looked over my Take Profit Trader accounts and I'm like, oh, sweet, I can activate those. So thankfully, I didn't touch my Apex accounts after and went on the Take Profit Trader accounts and then started trading those. So, yeah. Design in the house. What's going on? 44 the Punisher. We got Ethan. We got Coach Fred. What's up? Thank you. Yeah, it was a good Friday. Finally, a good Friday. Fridays have been a little bit touch and go for me for sure. The last month or so. I'm crypto trading. 5 accounts, gold and silver. Let's go. Hey, let's go, Crypto King. I'm gonna trade in the house. Smokey in the house. 185K in deductions. 228 in profit. 1099 seems like it. Nice, Smokey. Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, any year you can get positive for futures trading is a win. Pine is new, improved those base hits. Yeah, little trades by Matt style for sure. So I hope my microphone sounds good. I bought a nice Shure microphone. Kind of upgraded again. I'm actually going to send my other mic back. Even though the other mic didn't sound that bad. Especially for like 60 bucks. But I noticed that it was a little tin canny. So figured I'd reinvest, right? I reinvested a little bit back into the stream. And bought a nice Shure microphone. So and I actually I literally plugged it in and started playing it. I haven't even really tested it. So I think I can play around some settings and stuff, but I just didn't really feel like it over the weekend. The Real D in the house. What's going on? Jake Sunrise, Autumn 9, JLD 54. We got Peter in the house, Thrax. Everyone trying to get in the low on the div, got to dance in the uptrend. Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna look for inside bars, outside bars, and just try to play this Apex eval. So we got it up over $10,243. This is 300K. So, yeah, we're gonna sling this around. So, like I said, I expect some volatility. I'm gonna stay away from the silver minis for sure, which unfortunately it's the only thing I can trade. But I will trade some gold. So gold, I expect some volatility on the gold as well. So, oh, thank you, Crypto King. Yeah, so it should be a pretty decent mic. I mean, it was like $380 or something like that. So it should be pretty decent. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's not like it's not a $2,000 mic like another streamer that I saw had. When I was shopping for mics, I'm like, well, I was kind of going through different streamers and looking to see which mics they had. And I went on one particular streamer and I'm like, holy cow. I'm like, her mic is like $2,000. You guys can, I'm not gonna name names, but you guys can figure it out. I said her. It's like $2,000 mic. And I was like, whoa. I said, that's some bank. Definitely sounds better. Okay, cool. Terry's new mic? No, it's in Terry's new mic. Her mic sounds good too. She's got a Shure mic too. That's why I ended up getting a Shure mic. And plus, like, all the podcasts and stuff use Shure. But yeah. One Silver Micro, let's go. Digital Nukes in the house. 7 in house. I bought a copy of Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard on your recommendations, and man, I couldn't put it down. Incredible read. Thank you, 7. Yeah, it's great. Best Loser Wins right there. I love that book. It's just, there's no strategies or anything, but it's just all psychology, and it kind of just speaks to you, right? Stevie J in the house. Guys, market's going to open up here in 5 seconds. Good luck, good luck. The casino is open. Wow, gap down on gold. Big gap down. Bread must be long. Cubons? Yeah, for sure. I mean, easy deduction. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Smokey. Tanya? No, actually it's not. No, it's actually Lumi's mic. I'll just say it. Lumi's mic. Lumi Traders. That mic's like $2,000. You can't even buy it on Amazon. You have to go through like a musician's audio thing. Wow, big gap down on gold here. What do we got for Nasdaq? Ooh, big gap down on Nasdaq too. All right, guys. We got some volatility. Let's sling around some contracts. Sling around the contracts. So I actually did very well trading micro gold on the Take Profit Trader Pro accounts. Like I just didn't feel like you needed much more than that, right? On Friday. But on this eval, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Big gap down on basically everything. Silver, gold, Nasdaq, all gapping down. Not much of a gap on silver, but still a small gap. And then Nasdaq pushing down here as well. There is just zero prints after zero prints on everything, but gold's trying to fill the gap. You just learned that Top Step has you can trade top copper micros. That's cool. Hey, John Walk, what's going on? Long gold. Yeah, it's pushing. It's pushing. Look at the spread on Ooh, I gotta take off this bracket here. I'm long some gold here just for a quick one. Woo, with the micros. All right, I'm out of one. I'm in one micro left. Still up like 55 bucks here on that surge. I'm gonna hop in again. I gotta switch, sorry, I gotta switch charts so you guys can see. Shoot, sorry. I was on the mini chart. There we go. 2 micros. It's funny, like 10 points right now, and gold is just like, it's like nothing, right? Used to be like, if you could get 10 points in gold, it felt like, you know, that was like an awesome trade, right? 10 points in 1 mini in gold is $1,000. So like I said, I'm trading an eval, so I really want to try to get this past 90% off Apex accounts right now. So I'm trying to work on getting the full 20. So I'm in 3 micros here. Looking for that little gap fill, possibly. But we'll let it run. Nasdaq, also a big gap down. What did YM do? It'll gap down on YM too. YM does not like to leave gaps, I've noticed. So something to keep an eye out for. Micro is super volatile too. So, I mean, a lot of leverage on the micros, even with the silver and gold right now. So just be careful if you're trading any funded accounts, especially. Great for trying to pass evals right now, though. You don't really need a lot. Nasdaq still pushing down here. I'm gonna wait for an inside bar on Nasdaq before I get into anything. The current gold contract, MGCJ or GCJ 6. Crazy how fast it's moving, like Nasdaq at CPI. Like, it's crazy, Alfred. Yeah, no, it's crazy. 1200 on 2 gold micros, nice. You just scalped silver 1 second trade in 2,800 bucks. Yeah, on an eval. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could pass, like, definitely not financial advice, but like, if you're trying to pass some evals, you can do it with the metals in one shot if you're going down that route. Like I said, not financial advice. I don't recommend anyone doing that. I mean, this is flipping the coin trading right here. I'm just trying to look for that little gap fill, but I'm underwater now. Now it's just consolidating. It could push down further before it even wants to test that gap. But I tried to hop in on the momentum. I had a nice 300 bucks there real quick, but I didn't actually take it off. So now I'm kind of down about 48. Wow. 26 points in the gold. Isn't that nuts? Which would be $3,000 with one mini, but thankfully I'm in just the micros. So we'll kind of like scale in and scale out if it decides it wants to go my way. Nasdaq continuing wanting to push down here. This is going to be an interesting bar here. If we end up putting in an inside bar, I might take the break above 25,500 and look to maybe come into the gap some. But this is a pretty big gap, and what we've seen a lot lately is that with Nasdaq especially, it likes to leave the gap on Sunday night opens. So we'll see if it does it tonight too. But right now we're just inside that 5-minute bar, first 5 minutes. So I want to see us see what this candle does, and then if we break to the downside, then I'm just going to hold off on any Nasdaq trade for now. So this is the game plan. I'm just kind of like walking through or talking through my game plan in my head. But only need another $10,000 to try to pass this account. So how hard can it be? Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, Ahmed, what's going on? Cryptos to the woodshed. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. I was curious to see what Bitcoin was doing. Holy cow, this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 76,000 right now. So big gap down on the cryptos. Look at that. This is Bitcoin. Wow. All right, a little inside bar on gold. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do to trade Buellanox. Because they're getting rid of Project X. Oh, man. All right, I'm out. I'm flat on that. Woof. Good exit there. Down about 1,000 on this eval. Now I got to make 11,000 to try to pass it. That inside bar just paid big time. Hardly any drawdown either. Once it broke, it just literally fell. Free fall. Gold froze. Looks like it's froze there. Gold free falling, silver free falling as well off that inside bar. Guess I should have been a little more patient with that gold. Waiting for that inside bar, but Nasdaq pushing down here, 25,401.25. Jeez, silver's like untradeable with minis. Almost. Even the spread on gold is wacky. It's Let's see if I can sling some contracts, try to pass this account. Pass or smash time. Please do not follow these trades. Just going on the momentum of the candle. All right, got a little bit back on that. Push up there off that candle. I'm gonna watch Nasdaq here. I want to see how this candle closes. Yes, gold just froze too, Crypto King. I just saw gold just froze for just a second. It was definitely a lag. HR, 35 degrees in Fort Lauderdale. What? That's no fun. That's crazy. It's only 10, 12 degrees difference than what North is right now. Time to buy Bitcoin. Jarf in the house. Looking for the long. Jack Boom in the house. Still waiting on my live account from Bulanox. Oh, really? Going live with Bulanox? That's awesome. Mr. Naz in the house. What else did I miss? Andreas, I mean. What's going on? Passed the top step second half in 20 seconds. Made 15.25. I know. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm really kind of kicking myself in the ass not taking that or not waiting for the inside bar. Obviously in hindsight, but now I'm like down 378 bucks. I traded silver on my point of view eval down 700 and like 1 second. Yeah, I actually have some evals I gotta try to pass with my fund of futures as well. I got 2 of them. 2 rebuilds, the old core accounts, for $59, right? I never canceled them because they were 59 bucks. So anytime I get a good deal and it has a reoccurring deal, or so whether it's Bulanox or Apex or any of the prop firms, if it's a good deal, I never cancel them because it seems like all the accounts always go up in price. So hey, put in a Harami candle here. I'm gonna hop in on so we are rejecting. I'm gonna hop in long on Nasdaq MNQ. It did break that Harami here, rejected off that VWAP, but this is a setup. Stop's gonna go 40 points. At the low. Let's see what happens. Trend is your friend, but this is one of my setups, so we'll go with it. Shorts look better. You go short, I'll go long. One of us will win. Up 10 points here. Looking for a little more. I'm looking for the moon, so but there's a nice scalp there. About 15 points there. About 12, 13 points actually, not quite 15. Let's see if it can push up through here. Gotta get above that VWAP. You know, that's the thing. Yeah, still rejecting that VWAP. Interesting to see how this candle closes. This candle closes as a Harami. I'll probably get a hop out. Woo! Look, there it goes to gold. I really want to try to pass this account. Anyone else having issues with Trade of 8 freezing? Yeah, Rage GT. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. All right, this Harami's not working so far. $925 short and then long gold 3 micros. I know, that's all you need. Just a little bit of micros. Silver's freezing up. Ninja Trader 2. Yeah, you can kind of just like play the volatility, right? The bracket, which actually works pretty good. They can tend to work pretty good. Silver really crashing down here. Oh yeah, my chart's frozen with silver, I think. Yeah, it's kind of frozen. Trying to go long silver into these zero prints. Just using the volatility. All right. I got it. Guys, please do not follow. This is not going to be typical trading tonight. This is going to be, I'm trying to like pass this account. So up 1,000 right now. Before, as soon as you close your eyes, I'm up 1,000, like literally. So I'm just trying to sling some contracts here. Trying to get this account passed. And I'm not doing it the right way. Just, I'm looking at the zero prints, kind of using the volatility. I'm gonna hop out of this Nasdaq trade. Kind of a first scratch. Oh, well, it's gonna be a scratch. Lost about $200. That's all right. Still up 1,027. So I'm just gonna focus on gold and silver right now. Hope you guys don't mind. Silver intraday drawdown don't mix. Yeah, I know. You gotta see profit, take profit real quick. Still got my drawdown 7,180, so down like $300 or so. $400 in drawdown. But yeah, you're right, Alfred. I mean, it's crazy. Guitar guy in the house. I got a fresh 150k eval. I'm scared to trade it. Hey, that's okay, guitar guy. You can wait. You don't need to trade it. You know, if you got a fresh account, definitely don't need to trade it. This is this is not like beginner friendly market, or this is more or less for like degenerate type, you know, pass or smash that eval. See if we end up getting an inside bar here. I'm kind of glad that Take Profit Trader didn't take that money out of my account yet, because I'd be very tempted to be trading this with my daily payout account. So, but they didn't take that money out yet. I requested yesterday because I actually forgot to do it Friday. Size down to where your profits don't excite you, so your losses don't hurt. Practice your strategy and size up when your confidence goes up. Yeah, sir, that's a good point for sure. Like I said, tonight, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna sling some contracts, so this account could get smashed. So, for me, but yeah, absolutely great advice for some peeps, especially if you have a new account and you're kind of afraid to trade it. Great advice. But yeah, like micros is all you really need. Like Coach Fred just made a ton, like nearly past the 50k with just a few micros with gold. So that's what we're gonna go for. Nasdaq holding a low right now, but kind of like we were saying earlier with the big gap. It's very, very, very hard to not trust and go for that gap. We got an inside bar on gold. Kind of tricky. Had the big move down. I guess if we try to break above 47.60, we'll try it. Let's hop in. Silver trying to push up here. Let's see if gold can push up. All right, long to gold. Let's see if we can get a little push up, test that VWAP. I made a tweet over the weekend. I says, no one's bragging about getting 10 points in gold anymore. Because 10 points is just like back and forth, back and forth. Hey Pine, I made a payout request to TPT on Friday. Then a few hours later, I received an email saying I broke one of the rules, which is leaving a trade open past 5 p.m. Now the pro account is disabled. Do you think I can still get the payout? No. No, unfortunately not. No, they're very strict upon that. So unfortunately, yeah. Sorry to hear that. I've done it by mistake. Do you think it's something that you did, or do you think it might be a mistake? Because if you think it's a mistake, don't hesitate to reach out to support and say and plead your case. Right. No, I'm actually long off the inside bar here. You passed the 50K. Nice design. Congratulations. Yeah. Just a few silver and gold scalps. Yeah, I'm long off the inside bar, but it doesn't feel great, right? Because, I mean, the market's just super bearish, but we could flip. You know, we put in an outside bar here, flip below this inside bar, and we'll flip possibly, and then look to run the lows. Oh no, your PC decided to install insecurity updates and was lagging so hard. Oh man. Yeah. Bottom of the hour in 2 minutes. Wow, that was a quick 30 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. How was your guys' weekend anyway? What'd you guys do? Did anyone do anything fun? I didn't do anything. I didn't really do anything fun. Too cold to have fun. Yeah, exactly. Froze your ass off. I know. I don't know why I live in a cold state during the winter. It doesn't really make any sense. So over the next few years, you'll see me possibly owning a house in a winter house, winter home. Maybe Vegas, maybe Florida, something like that. Yeah, for sure. Crypto King. Bought rain gear. Jarf. Nasdaq kind of looking interesting here. Get a break above 47. Might try that long again. I'm gonna try it again, even though the VWAP's right there. Trying to long on Nasdaq, short gold. There we go. Did I say short gold? I'm long gold, short, long Nasdaq. I'm long everything. I think I flip-flopped that by mistake, but yeah, I'm long everything. Gold, Nasdaq trade is looking good right now. Gold trade underwater, just a tad. Here's the gold trade here. Basically at break even at the moment. Seeing if that inside bar holds up. Hasn't broke the low of that inside bar yet. Stop you out. There's a little pump. there. Woo! Let's go. Little outside bar long right here. All right, I'm out of, I'm in 5 micros left. Stops at break even. Let's see if we can catch that runner. Gold, not really doing much. We'll leave it. Currently up about 1,800 unrealized at the moment on this eval. About 30 points, 35 points on this trade right here. I'm going to target the gap, or I'm going to target the ORB high, this 5-minute ORB, and the gap, right? So I'll probably end up taking some off right at the high here at 39, and then see if we can catch some more. This is the power of micros, so you can scale in and scale out. I really hope we don't get tagged out before it runs. Matter of fact, I'm just going to move my stop just below this candle's low. I'm willing to risk it on this eval. Gold right back at my entry. Starting to move my favor now. Gold. So this inside bar did hold. We did take a little heat, but it did hold. So the low. Is the gold correction happening? I don't know. I mean, Bitcoin, Nasdaq, gold, silver, everything's kind of crashing at the moment. So it's kind of nuts. I'm actually going to add to this Nasdaq trade here. Very strong candle here. I'm going to add to it. Gold's going in my favor as well. I'm adding. Come on, pump it. Gold's pumping as well. Nice. $460, 2 micros on the gold right now. Nasdaq's pumping. Testing the high here. Take a few off. On the Nasdaq. I'm going to close out the gold. Focus on this Nasdaq trade. What's up, AR15? What's going on? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been reading the chat, guys. I'll get back to the chat here. I'm lasered in. Adding more contracts here as we're holding up here above 520. get that little pop here. So we tested the open here at 530. Rejected. I'd like to see us break through that, obviously, and take out the ORB high, the 5-minute ORB. So gold still pushing. I want to see how we close. Like, I don't know. I might reset. Damn intraday trailing. Gotta be careful of that. Gold's pumping. Yeah, Levi is pumping. Gold up to rejected there off 4,800. Guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. Thank you so much for joining me here on a Sunday night. Next Sunday I will not be on because of the Super Bowl. Patriots are playing. So yeah, I will not be on next Sunday. But we'll be here every night this week. It's the best bet for the Super Bowl. I can't bet against the Patriots, so. But I'd probably just bet on the color of the Gatorade after when they dump it on the coach, right? The color of the Gatorade. Let me get back to some questions here. How long does Apex take to pay out after getting approved? So they have payout windows, so like twice a month. So like the 1st to the 15th, and then like the 20th to the 30th, or like the 18th to the 25th or something like that. SJP. Had the best fried chicken you ever had in your life. Nice. Cheaper taxes in Florida. Yeah. Sorry, but Florida's full. Way too many here people right now. You're not lying. Down in Polk County, where I spent the winter 2 winters ago, it was very crowded. So much traffic. So much traffic. A lot of development going on. But yeah, man, it was crazy. I'm in the Southwest, was out in shorts, no trees in the yard before open. No, nice. Yeah, I just got back from Vegas. Weather wasn't warm, but I mean, in the afternoon when you're in the sun, like, 65, 70 degrees, that was fine. Cool down at night, into the 35s, 40s, something like that, but does Apex remove evals accounts pass? I had a 50K and 25K accounts, and now they're gone. I don't know how that works on wealth charts, Livelywood. It doesn't usually disappear on Trade-Evate, but maybe on wealth charts. Do you have to pass on the Apex promos? Do you have to pass before they discontinue the promo, or can you take? So right now it's usually before the promo ends. Yeah. So that's, and what they've been doing is extending the. Sometimes they've been extending the activation fee. So I believe that's the case. That's the way it's been lately, Chris Gandy, but you know, I'm not 110% sure, but that's the way it's been lately. So caught 535. Let's go, Jarf. Biblical in the house. Nice trade without an inside bar. Yeah, so it was actually, this trade was off this outside bar, but I've added into it and scaled out. So yeah, we're currently up $2,900 currently. So tonight. So yeah, so that it was off this inside. This was the original entry, but then I kept adding, and then taking some off and adding more, and yeah. So still looking for that high, that 539.25. Thank you very much. Yeah, Peter, yeah, focus like John Wick. Got to buy some orders on ORB high, scalp breakout. Yeah, exactly, Jarf. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll break this. I'm going to take off half and then see if we can get into the gap. So there we go. There it is. That's what we were looking for. So this is the ORB high. Now we're into the gap. And we'll just move the stop to break even and just see what happens. $23 degrees in St. Augustine, Florida. That is insane. So is there issues down there? Pipes freezing, things like that? Or was it just cold enough, wasn't cold enough long enough? Because, I mean, you know, down in Florida, all the water and everything is outside. I'm taking 2 off here. Thank you so much for the sub, Go Moonbeam. Appreciate you being here. Iguanas falling from the sky. It's the truth. I've heard of this. Thank you, Jarf. I've heard of this. Locked out on 500 on all accounts. Nice. Love the feature. Yeah, I do. I do too. I do love that lockout button. Solo Trader, what's up? Thank you so much. Lance Briefcase in the house. What's going on? We are slinging some contracts tonight. Currently up $3,400 unrealized dollars right now. We got gold's kind of sitting right here at the VWAP. Still got a gap up on a gap left to the upside on gold. Silver, very, very tiny gap, but then Nasdaq, we're into the gap right now, so don't know if we'll fill it, but we're working on it. Yeah, Smokey, crazy. It's crazy. Crazy price action. The spread is just nuts, especially with the silver and gold. Spread is just too much. If you go in too heavy with the silver and gold, the spread will kill you alone. So Greenland sent us back to Arctic freeze. I know, it's definitely cold. I'm trading 11 times smaller for gold, and it almost works. Yeah, I know. Solo Trader. That's what I mean. I lost. I was down $1,000 to start the stream trading gold, and it was 3 micros. Yeah, 3 micros. So don't know if we'll fill the full gap here. Oops, wrong button. It loves to come back 50%. So, like, I don't know, 585.78. I mean, it could fill the full gap for sure, but it loves the half gap. And then kind of, like, dick around, really. I mean, and then, you know, so we'll see what happens, but no risk on this trade here. We're just seeing what we can squeeze out of it, if we can squeeze any more. We're up about 3K. We'll be up about 3K if we even get stopped out. So, and we'll look for another trade. So a little trick, like when I'm trading end of day accounts. So when I'm trying to pass end of day accounts, meaning like the trailing drawdown is at the end of day and not intraday. Like Apex is intraday, so it follows you throughout the day. Because right now I'm actually sitting right at max, pretty much my max drawdown, which is a good position to be in. So $7,400. But so when I'm trading end of day accounts now, whether it's funded or intraday, if I get up pretty good, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll push it. I'll keep pushing it, right, and kind of risk what I'm up on the day. And that allows me to have some bigger paydays. So like if I'm over the buffer, even on an intraday account, so like take profit trader or something with no consistency, I'll still push it and see if I can make more, because it doesn't, the drawdown won't reset until the end of the day, right? So for evals or anything like that, let's just say I even need to make like a half or smash. So let's say I need to make 50%, and I'm at like $700 or something. I'll push it if the market's going to give it to me, and then try to get to that 50%, knowing that I have an extra $800 or so of drawdown left for the day. So that's kind of like one of those tricks I do with the end of day accounts, is I don't just settle on the day and just say, well, I mean, this all depends on your trading style and stuff. You know, of course, base hits and stuff has been working on my Apex accounts, but these are for like end of day accounts. I really like to push those winning days. So I like to step on the gas on those, and but intraday accounts, you got to be a little more careful, right? Because as you see, like as it was going in my favor, I kept trying to like trail, adding to the winning trade and then trailing, adding to the winning trade and trailing. That like keeps you from, like, our original entry was way down here, so that's, you know, 125 points. So if you were in a 50K account and you were in one mini, that comes back, if it comes all the way back down towards your entry right now, then the account is essentially blown. So that's why I like to add aggressively on intraday or trailing accounts, and then I end up trying to trail the stop and then move the stop accordingly. Basically, you're trying to save the trailing drawdown and not blow it. So, because it's really like not about making money. It's about like moving further away from the trailing drawdown, right? So the further you can move away from the trailing drawdown, the better. So it's kind of a different way of looking at it. Max boost turbo days, yeah. Use the profit as additional drawdown and go for a bigger swing. Yeah, exactly, Alfred. Exactly, buddy. Yeah. By intraday is definitely a little more trickier. So, but it seems like every couple days someone asks me like how I get around the intraday trailing, especially with take profit trader. That's basically how I do it. Like what you just saw on that last trade is basically how I get over the buffer super quick. And if it's moving my direction and it's moving with momentum, I'm going to add on to that trade and keep adding on to it until you get over the buffer. And then I'll start scaling out, and then moving my stop. And then once you get over, like, so on 50K, you get over that $2,000, and then I'll slow right down. Sometimes what I'll do is once I'm over the buffer, believe it or not, now some people do it differently, that's fine, but I'll actually size down a lot of times when I'm over the buffer at that point, and then just kind of like you know, just try, if I can make a couple $100 or whatever once I'm over, then I'm good with that. I actually, the funniest thing was on Friday. This is like no joke, no lie. I was sitting there on my laptop and I was trying to make content for you guys. So I was trying to make content and I was doing some clipping. And when I did some clipping, I accidentally hit a short with 2 minis on my pro account that was over the buffer. And that's why one of them is at $6,600 and the other one's at $5,500 or something like that, because I actually caught a fat fingered short on the pro account, 2 minis short, and I didn't even notice it because I was scrolling, I was clipping, and then I scrolled over to like Twitter or something like that, and then when I went back, I was up like $1,200. I was like, holy, I didn't even know. So that could have ended in disaster, but got a little lucky. So I made like a $1,200 fat finger trade, and it was a $1,200 payout, right? Because it was already over the buffer, so we'll take it. But it definitely could have ended in disaster, because I was just doing the whole Windows S thing, and I was doing this stuff, you know, trying to like take pictures and stuff for content, and I must have accidentally like hit the sell button. It was nuts. Coach said twice tonight, no execution on Ninja Trader, just flew right through it. That's crazy, Coach said. I've had a little bit, it's been freezing a little bit, but nothing crazy. The executions have been fine, but but I've been watching the chart on like silver, and it would freeze a little bit. Sorry to hear that, man. Is this a Harami on the 5-minute? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically it is. We made a new high and it did put it in, and so yeah, it's actually not a bad short setup. Maybe to head back, test the 25,500 or the VWAP area maybe. But yeah, it is. This candle here. Seven o'clock coming? Yeah. So new hour coming in about 4 minutes, guys. Retesting the open here at 25,530. Oh, really, Alfred? Interesting, yeah. So they're freezing Pro Plus accounts for now, so they fixed the issue. That's good to know. Yeah, I guess Project X had some issues too. I saw someone post on Twitter or something like that. They were up like $160,000 on a TPT, or on a Project X Top Step because of a glitch. So it was like showing like something crazy. Most wanted, am I buying? I've been long since here. You can see my entries here. I'm already long. So I went long off this outside bar here. I scaled out, hop back in, scaled out, hop back in, scaled out. So I just been scaling in and out. Yeah. Still long, maybe looking for the half gap at 585.78. And my stop right now is at the break even. So these are basically just runners with the micros. So just kind of waiting for the new hour to open up, and then maybe see what gold's going to do, or silver's going to do. Now this inside bar just before the new hour, I'm not going to touch. because I just don't trust that new hour. It could work, but I just don't trust the new hour, especially the Tokyo Open. They said something about unusual fills and margins. Yeah, I would say. Alfred, yeah. Crazy. He was probably trading 5 silver minis. Yeah, could have been Crypto King. Yeah. Lost 4 lucid evals on silver because of the freezing on the trade of 8 each. Not good. Well, I know that if it's a widespread issue, Lucid will, and if it's an issue across multiple prop firms, then they will take care of you. Because Lucid has been great about taking care of their customers. If it's an isolated event, something like that, then unfortunately, sometimes like that's not the case, because it's hard to prove like each individual case. But if it's any widespread outage or anything like that, they will take care of you. They've been taking care of their customers straight through from the Project X mess up. So hopefully, you know, everyone will get their stuff taken care of. But yeah, it sucks when you have platform issues. I mean, I've been through it. This is the reason why I've been trading with Tradeovate lately, because or the last year and a half, because of, I don't know, maybe like two summers ago, there was so many rhythmic issues with Quantower and stuff that I couldn't take it no more. And so I ended up just going back to Tradeovate, which is what I started with back in 2021 on futures, and then been stuck with that now. So I seen a video saying they're closing down Project X, Guitar Guy. Through Top Step? Or, I mean, everyone's not. So like here's Project X through Bulinox, right? And so all the prop firms that were using Project X are now no longer going to be using them. But yeah, that's weird. I just funded my account for the first time. I just got scared and couldn't place the trade. Oh wow, most wanted. Yeah. All right, got an inside bar here on Nasdaq. I might just close out here. I'm just gonna close out. So that was an awesome trade. So caught that outside bar, basically went in, scaled in, scaled out, scaled in, scaled out on that big push up here. So I'm just gonna wait for another setup here. We got an out in the Harami candle that broke to the upside here, triggered a short, and then this inside bar here is triggering our short too. So we could pull back to the VWAP here or 500s. I don't really know, but Tokyo open, so I'm just gonna close out and flatten out right now. So currently up 3,300 bucks, which is pretty good night so far. And really just kind of trading the micros. I did take a silver trade for about 1,000. But yeah, just pretty much just trading the gold micros and Nasdaq micros. Just lots of them. But not so much on the gold. You only need a few gold. Yeah, we're open. Tokyo just opened, JB. Yep. Most wanted. Just curious. Are you someone that have you gotten a lot of payouts from prop firms and stuff? Or you just decided to fund your own just because? Nice little bull flag here on the silver. I mean, I'm actually gonna try a gold long here with 1 micro for now. Kind of breaking this flag here and these inside bars. So I'm actually long gold. Woof. There's 5 points right there with gold in like 2 seconds. So wild. I'm gonna add a second contract here. It's looking pretty strong. Possibly a push up above that 4,800. Wow, what a range on gold. Insane. I expect tomorrow to be just like this too with the metals. Where are the zero prints on the auction market at the high of the session? On Nasdaq, probably the high of the session, I would say on Nasdaq. Maybe none now. There's a few at the high of the session on Nasdaq. And yeah, there's a few. There's some down to the on the low side too on Nasdaq. I think there's a bunch on silver. YM's interesting. Oh yeah, YM filled the gap. So what? That's funny. This would have been a nice trade. No real setup though. Maybe a Harami. Oh, that's a 5-minute chart. Yeah, YM like loves to fill the gaps. So very interesting to watch here. There's goes gold here. I'm gonna look to target above 4,800. Which platform is good to get the fastest payout? One of the fastest ones right now is My Funded Futures in 3 days, right? That rapid plan. That's one of the fastest one. Wow, look at this gold go. 15 points right there on gold, 17 points. Taking off one there, take a little bit off, right? Put the stop at break even. But yeah, that rapid plan, you can get paid in 3 days. My Funded Futures. Rapid. It's this one. I actually haven't tried it yet. Terry Trades got a payout on it. On the rapid in 3 days. She's a goat. I'll pull it up here. I think it's the rapid here. Look at this. Amazing. Yeah, the rapid plan. So that's their daily payout account. I actually haven't traded it, so I actually not really familiar with the rules. 50% evaluations. Yeah, so 50%, 50%. There we go. This is a nice move here. Looking for 48.17-ish. Kind of backfill this candle's gap here. I'm gonna trail my stop too. Trailing my stop. Locking in 160 on the runner. 180. Come on, pop. All right, stopped out on the runner. That's all right. Up 3,623 now. So 50% consistency on the MyFunny Futures Rapid Plan. End of day drawdown. And max drawdown $2,000. First payout, you can get paid out on day one. The minimum payout is $500. Profit split is 90%. And I believe the max payout is, let me see what the max payout is. Look at that boner candle here. Still ripping. Still ripping. Still ripping. Look at gold go. Silver going too. Nasdaq. Little flag break here on Nasdaq. Came down, tested that VWAP, bouncing. Going into that gap. Fastest is Bolt account. Yeah, just so funded next. Yeah, I'm just you know, after I think funded next is decent. I'm just not trading with them right now, just because of I don't know. It just seems like the these ones coming over from the Forex, a little sketch. But I got nothing against them right now. Just waiting for them to. What I gotta do is I gotta try one of them and try to get a payout before I try to recommend them. Do I have a code with them? I have a code with MyFunny Futures. Yeah. Is there micro scalping? No. Yeah, you can micro scalp. Yep. TPT ended their 40% off sale. Holy cow, that thing's been going on forever. What is going on? Did they really? That's been going on for like 6 months. My code with T Profit Trader, it's yeah, it's Pine with all caps. But I didn't know that the sale ended. That's been going on so long. Crazy. I don't know what the sale is now. Let's see. You still getting 40% off, Joel? Nice. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, I'm just double checking. I'm using someone else's, plugging in someone else's code here. Yeah, it's working. Oh, they worded that email. Yeah, it's Pine all caps. Should be working fine. I just plugged in someone else's code, and it's still giving the 40% off. So it's $102 for the 50K. No activation fee. So yeah, it should be good. Stock fella in the house. What's going on? Yeah, it should be good, Lance. Yeah, just Pine all caps. All right, we're getting that push up here now. So, if you guys just tuning in, we caught this nice long off the Nasdaq. Also slaying a little silver. Slaying a little silver. Look at that little, that was $1,000 right there. You're looking at the silver chart here. This little scalp here was $1,000. And then gold. Excuse me. Gold, we've been slinging some gold too. Here's the gold trades. So tried to take a little long there, got stopped out, ended up taking some heat on that. Took a long off this inside bar. That was a nice trade here. And then we took another long off that inside bar. That was a nice trade. But boy, I guess you got to hold on to some runners, right? Kind of go for the bigger moves. Getting a lot of follow through tonight, so. When I started trading gold last year, the ranges were 30 to 50 points. Now it's one candle. I know. Insane. Sir Rock 6, thank you so much. Sebastian, oh, the last day of the month. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Alfred said the same thing. Yeah. What direct funded account would I choose if it was free? Lucid or Tradeify. Yeah, I mean, Lucid or Tradeify. I think those. I mean, they just pay out. Like, Lucid is instant payouts too. So like Lucid, that's a great one. Tradeify is actually not as fast as they used to be. They're still fast as far as paying out, but it's not as fast as it used to be. It used to be like a minute or two, but the last few payouts I've gotten haven't been as quick. But yeah, I like Lucid, I guess, for the straight to funded accounts. Super reliable. Yeah, guys, let me know if my code don't work. Take Profit Trader. I'm sure it does. Let me just check here. Yeah, someone used my code tonight, so appreciate that, whoever that was. But yeah, for Take Profit Trader. So yeah, it should be working. Thank you, Silva. Appreciate that. 4 accounts. Let's go. Yeah, 90% off. So, guys, I am working on getting, I'm working on trying to get another massive payout with Apex. I got 18. I just got approved for almost $11,000. So, I'm working on these 18 accounts right now and just kind of grinding. You guys just tuning in are just new to the channel. Yeah, I just got 11K payout last week. So going for another big one. Going for the hopefully I can get those before this 90% off sale is ended, I'm gonna have at least 19 funded. And then but hopefully 20. Be nice to get this 300K up over. Yeah, Ethan, it's been a good month so far. It's been trading very well. But like I said, so some of the things, the key differences lately that I've been really trying to stay focused on, just taking the base hits. And I've been trading a lot of micros on these accounts because I'm definitely afraid to lose them. There's just so many accounts, right? But the nice thing is that they don't owe me any more money because I only have like 3,000 invested in them in Apex this year. So it's about 3,000 something dollars, maybe 3,000, not even. Actually, 1,850. Yeah, just call it 3,000 bucks maybe. And then just got 11,000. So good ROI right now. They don't owe me anything, but I want to keep them, and I want to get one of those big payouts. You know, I'm looking for those that six-figure payout. So that's what I'm going for. But no pressure, right? I don't care if it's in June when I get it. You know, I don't care because right now I'm sitting pretty good. You know, I got the two accounts that have. I'm getting the daily payout accounts, so that's good. And that's kind of like one of my hacks, right? So having Take Profit Trader or Trade Day over the buffer and being able to get daily payouts to kind of pay your everyday bills, it just feels good, right? It feels like you went to work and got paid, right? And then while I'm doing that, kind of slinging those accounts around, I'm just looking for like one or two trades on the Apex accounts, taking those, copy trading them all, right? So copy trading all 18 or 19 or 20 of them. And then if I take the base hit, then I'm done. Like if I make $200 or $300, $400 on those accounts, I'm done. If I lose $200-300, I'm not letting it slip. I'm just like, okay, that's it, you know. Call it a day. The next day I come back and I make another $200-300 and it wiped out the day before. Perfectly fine. And then the next day I make another $200-300, something like that. And then next thing you know, I'm up again. So that's kind of what we've been doing. That's why all the accounts are right up to that 3,000. Now this account's up to $7,646 because I full ported it by mistake. I thought it was an eval. So that one, I haven't even tried to get a payout on yet. Because I just know I'm going to get denied, but I'm probably going to reset the clock. Now it's up to $7,600. And then this account to 174 is up to $5,500. So I didn't request on this one either because, this one, so what happened was when I got real close to when I was over the buffer and then I got real close to getting a payout on all the accounts, what I ended up doing is to kind of take off the stress. I ended up trading them individually. So I took off the copy trader because I was so close to getting a payout on all of them that I took them off. I started trading individually and then just looking for like $200 on each of them. And 174, which happened to be the last one that I traded for that day, kind of like started to slip, and so I might have gone in like 1 or 2, 3 minis, to be honest with you. So that's what that was the game plan. So because I was like, you know, copy trading all those accounts, I've been kind of like nervous. You know, I'm not used to copy trading so many accounts. And so kind of relieve that nerves, I ended up just going individually on that last day before payout. So kind of combat that. Let's go look at gold here. It's gold. Yeah, gold's just going parabolic now. Wish I would have held it, right? Wish I would have just held this trade this long, but we didn't. Filled the gap now. Silver's filled the gap, and gold is, I mean, Nasdaq has almost filled the gap. So here's the open gap right here at 634. Now, do we fill it fully? Who knows? Who knows? Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. What a night. Currently up a pile. 3,600 bucks. Only need like 6,300, 6,200. Yeah, 6,200 or something like that to pass this account, which is absolutely insane. 300K accounts, you're gonna need $20,000 to pass the things. We're up to $13,867. We tried to do this challenge once before. We got up to about 9,000 or something like that. We ended up losing the account, and I only traded it on stream. I've only been trading this on stream, these 300Ks, and we kind of reset, and then I ended up slinging this one around on stream the other day after we reset it, and we're back up to 13,867. So as long as the market volatility keeps up here, hopefully we can get it passed. But trying to make that much money in a short amount of time is not easy. It's crazy to think the percentages that we make when it comes to trading futures. You know, we try to like 100x, 200x, 300x, 1000x our account. It's just nuts. You know, and you stick your money in the stock market or whatever, your investment account, and you're like, man, I made 8%, 9% this year. I'm doing so good. And when it comes to futures trading, it's like we're trying to, like, especially with props, we're trying to like make like 3000x or something crazy, you know, compared to what our drawdown is. It's just nuts. And we do it in like 2 days. So yeah, it's nuts. Thank you, whoever just used my Tradeify account code. I appreciate that. So yeah, I just got a few Tradeify. That's actually an account that. So I still have those 2 Tradeify accounts, and yeah, just got 3 payouts from them. So last year I barely got any Tradeify payouts. This year, doing very well. Tradeify. It's funny how it kind of goes in cycles. I actually didn't get hardly any payouts with Apex last year, and then I've already gotten some this year. Lucid, I haven't gotten any payouts from Lucid this year. Of course, the year's young, but I got a pile of them at the end of last year. So I was just kind of like cycling through. Sometimes some prop firms, it feels like I have a curse with them, you know. I don't know if any of you guys ever feel like that, like, oh, I got a Top Step curse, I can't get a payout with them, you know. But you're getting payouts with like Tradeify or something, you know. It's all psychological. But what company's the Rapid Plan? My Funded Futures. Yep, My Funded Futures. Thank you, stock fella. Hey, Mr. Twin, appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was you. Have I gotten payouts from My Funded Futures? Yeah. Yeah, not in a while though. That's another one that I've been struggling with, because my last payout was in September. No. October 1st was my last payout from my Funded Futures. But instant payouts, Forex Edge. So if you do get approved, it's literally instant. It's like as soon as you click the payout button, you get paid. So that's the beauty of it. At least that's the way it was in October. So yeah, October 2nd is the last My Funded Future payout I got. Right here. Oop, wrong one. Yeah, it was for $800. So I got one October 1st, and I got one October 2nd. No, I got two on October 1st. No, three on October 1st. So 1, 2. I must have been copy trading 4 accounts for $800. I don't even know what accounts these were. It must have been the older ones. But yeah. Do they have scalping rules? No, I don't. I think they used to, but they got rid of it. Yeah, I believe they got rid of it. Yeah. Says changes at My Funded Futures. I just read it. Where'd it go? Changes at My Funded Futures. Micro scalping rules removed. Trades above 4 ticks accepted. So supposedly this was updated 2 weeks ago. So that's what it says right there. Cameron, yeah, I know. No one, I can't give out accounts every day, but yeah. A lot of times, unfortunately, when you do giveaways and the likes and the subs are not, it's not fully organic. So, but yeah, guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. We're up $3,800, $3,600. Slinging some contracts. Just waiting for another trade, just being patient here. We kind of went parabolic. Gold pulling back here off that Harami, but kind of waiting for an inside bar or a or something like that. So Nasdaq just is pushed up, filled the gap here. It's pulling back here off the gap fill. It filled it, looks like by the tick. Yeah, it did. Holy cow, look at that. Insane. That green line right there is the high of the day, and there's the open gap. It literally filled it by it looks like the tick. Unreal. It did too, literally by the tick. Wow. It's not rigged. The market is not rigged. $20% off right now. Nice. On My Funded Futures. Yeah, $20 off the flex plans, guys, when you use My Funded Futures, when you use code PINE. 20% off the rapid plans. when you use code PINE, and 30% off the pro plans when you use code PINE for My Funded Futures. So $87 for the flex plan, 50K. The rapid plan is currently for the 50K is $125. But you get paid out in 3 days, daily payouts as well. And pro plan, which is the 50K, is $158. So when you use code PINE for My Funded Futures. So thank you so much, Forex Edge, for letting me know or reminding me. Appreciate the support as always. But I'm kind of just being patient here, waiting for a setup here. We got a little, I want to take a little stab short here. Something small for entertainment purposes here on Nasdaq, just on the outside bar. Stop's going to go at the high. So just going to risk 243. And just see if we can, kind of recover some of this back down here to the 70s. But so we filled the gap by the tick and put in an outside bar. We broke to the outside bar to the downside here. So I'm just going to look for a little scalp short maybe. But I don't love it because it feels like we're just going to grind possibly. But we'll try it. We got some room. We can risk 240. We're up 3,600, so let's do it. And if we start to move down, it could move down with some momentum back down towards this VWAP, or at least trying to fill this gap down here at 570s. This little inefficiency down here. But we'll move our stop accordingly. For the stream. Let me look at here. Let's see. Let's go. Loaded out some 150K accounts using code PINE. Which prop, right, Reevy? Some Apex counts. Buellanox currently 89% off as well, guys. I just got rebuild, but like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as Project X goes. It really sucks. I kind of hope that Buellanox is able to get trade evade. Looks like we might get stopped out here on Nasdaq. But yeah, I think tomorrow, I think the game plan tomorrow is to definitely trade micros. It feels like we're going to have a lot more volatility, especially for the gold and silver. So definitely, I think the game plan is to trade the micros. Because two micros on gold, you can make some bucks. Ooh, almost got stopped out on there. On Nasdaq there. Yeah, this one didn't work. That's all right. Yeah, stopped out. All right, stopped out. No big deal. Still have $3,377 here. Just kind of protecting my profits here. Just waiting for something to... Looking for that A+ setup, you know. I wonder what, like, what the rule is for trade. I mean, let's see. Trying to think what the rule is. Trend Aqua, Blaine, Godfrey. Guys, thank you so much for the subs. Appreciate that. Trend Quantower for Belanox. Yeah, that's what I used to, I think that's why I ended up trading with Quantower, was because of Belanox back in the day, but I might have to go back to it, Sherry. Clean direction of moves, despite everything. Yeah, the volatility and stuff. I agree. I'm just trying to look something up on Tradeify. I was curious. Anyone know what counts as a trading day for Tradeify on a funded account? Is it 150 bucks on the Lightning funded? Or is there, I wonder, maybe it's just, yeah, I don't know. I guess just the balance and then staying under the consistency rule. I guess that's what it is. New setup looks clean. Oh, thanks, Stevie J. You done for the day? 1K on micros from 2 trades. Let's go. Been testing YouTube Premium this weekend. Won't go back to regular. I know. I've had YouTube Premium. Well, I got it for the channel. Because when I was running, I was trying to run ad-free music. And yeah, it's nice. Apex, thank you, Reeby. Appreciate that. Just passed an account. Rage GT 550. Just passed my second ever eval. Let's go, Rage GT 50. Guys, let's give it up for Rage GT. Just passed his second eval ever. That's yeah, sometimes we take that for granted, but absolutely, that's awesome. Absolutely, that's great. It's not easy, I'm telling you. Stuff, even passing evals and stuff's not easy. Congratulations. I think sometimes we'll see it people passing accounts, kind of the pass or smash type stuff, But to really take them seriously and to try to pass them correctly, it's, you know, it can be pretty difficult. Who'd you pass it with, Rage? Curious. Only gets easier? Yeah, it does. It gets easier to pass and stuff, but you know, payouts definitely will get easier, but for me, holding on to accounts longer has not been the easiest, you know? Like, I'm trying to do better this year. This year I'm doing much better. Definitely doing much better. I'm pretty big on 20 micros passive smash. Yeah, the half a smash. Oh, Lucid, awesome. Yeah, Lucid's great. I actually don't have any Lucid accounts right now. I gotta pick up some. Currently, right now I got My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Apex, Take Profit Trader, and Bulanox. That's the accounts I have right now. I don't have any Lucid accounts right now. So I need to get some of those. I'm actually going to pick up some more Tradeify accounts too. Because I just got what 36. I can't do math. So what I try to do is I try to reinvest back into yeah, I just got 5,400 in payouts with Tradeify this month, so this past month. So probably gonna pick up a few more of those. Try to get maxed out on the 5. Top steps to go to, yeah. I don't have any top steps right now. I got nothing against them though. It's just I just don't have any. I don't know. It's sometimes I feel like I have enough. Do I go to the well one more time? Off this inside bar, short, but man, like I said, it kind of feels like we're gonna get that slow grind. So when it comes down and it's like takes out the low, that prior bar's low, you know, grabs up the liquidity and then spikes back up. It's kind of like what we did here. So it trapped us trying to go short. Kind of how it feels like what it wants to do, but if it's I'm gonna take it for breaks for the stream. Appreciate you, Lance. Looking for your first payout, Rage GT? Well, so I've told this story many times, but yeah, I mean, it took me about 3 years to get a payout, to get one payout. Now, I didn't trade full time and I didn't trade prop firms the whole time either. But yeah, it took me 3 years since I started trading futures. It took me 3 years to get a payout. Like 3 years in a few months. So not to discourage anyone, but both times I went short, yeah, I was going long for scalps. Yeah, Fred. But yeah, not to discourage anyone. It's just, it's more of like an encouragement, like to not give up, and just try to keep your expenses as low as possible. And then knowing that, like, once you get to that certain point where you can start consistently getting payouts and being able to pay yourself back and to be able to reinvest and use the prop firms as a leverage, right? Because this is like leverage that we have. You know, we invest, you know, $100 into an account like I did on those Take Profit Trader accounts. And then next thing you know, that $100 I withdrew whatever, $1,900 or something like that out of that one account yesterday. You know, that's the thing. $110 investment. You know, you can't really beat that. Actually, that was a $150K, so it was like a $130 investment. By using the leverage and knowing that my only risk is $130. You know, that's the difference between trading your own money on your personal account. Now, I've done that too. I do that sometimes. Still trading a personal account every once in a while. But once I have a take profit trader, no, this is just full honesty, and I'm not trying to pull the affiliate, you know, bullshit. It's like when I have a take profit trader account or trade day account over the buffer, those accounts feel just like a personal account, because when I withdraw that money, of course you gotta pay the commission, but once you withdraw that money, it's like going straight into the bank account. It's just like having a personal account to me. So once I have those accounts over the buffer, trade day or take profit trader, I don't feel the need to trade any options on my personal or futures on my personal. Well, that's just me personally. And then my personal account's sitting there nice and safe, you know, collecting dividends and, you know, interest and things. But the other accounts, when you got to trade them 8, 9, 10 days to get to a payout, you know, that doesn't really feel like personal accounts, you know. But when you get over the buffer on a take profit trader, it feels real. Drifter in the house. Nice, Jarf. Have you measured those inside bars and tested the percentage of those that work outside 10? No, I haven't, Biblical. Have you? Outside 10 points when they're... No, I've never even thought about that. See, Biblical trades inside bars. He kind of got the idea from watching the channel, but then he's adapted his own style and has gotten payouts from trading inside bars. And so, but he trades them differently than I do, where I kind of look for the breaks, you know, like where I look for a break like here, and then I place a stop up above. He'll wait for like a retest, things like that. So pretty interesting. Found the larger the bar, the better. So like something over like a certain amount of points. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Kind of like what I would say about an outside bar. They're very, very powerful, but they're huge. You know, it's 71 points on this one. But man, they're powerful. Like, this one didn't look back. But yeah. But no, I never looked at any correlation between the size of them. That's interesting. So we swept the low. Looks like we're popping back up here. This will be my last trade if I get stopped out here. Still up very nicely on the night. If we get stopped out, we'll be down or still up about 3,200 something bucks. So this feels like a very grindy now. We want the back and forth. We want those candles to be slamming. But 10 minutes or so, volatilities oftentimes will pick up in the gold and silver as well. So in about 10 minutes. So we'll see what happens there. Confluence and where the chart sometimes go either way. Yeah, for sure. Drifter, what's going on? Good to see you. My man, take care of those PAs. Lifetime, we used to pay $100 monthly recurring on those. Yeah, I know. That is true. Yeah, we used to pay monthly. Now, PAs, that lifetime fee, it's like you own them, right? So, you know, you have these accounts for well, 10 years basically, right? Then you get charged a penny or something like that. But yeah, I mean, there's no rush to try to get a payout, and now you have all these accounts. There's really no rush. Can you see it? Can you see the numbers? Yeah, the numbers right here. I can't do anything. I don't know. Chris, yeah. As far as the numbers, it's the best I got. I can't make these any bigger. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can make the numbers any bigger with Trade of 8. Stop out on Nasdaq, so oh, not stopped out on Nasdaq. Not yet. Close. But not yet. Gold pushing down here, testing the VWAP. Got 5 minutes before the top of the hour here. Gold looking like it wants to try to put in an inside bar at this VWAP here, but I don't really trust those inside bars just before the top of the hour. Nasdaq just kind of hanging around my entry here. Maybe we'll get a little lucky at the top of the hour. It rolls over. Kind of looking for that 570 area. It's like here. Down into here, if we can get down there. But kind of flagging out, to be honest. We do have an inside bar on gold. 5 minutes before the top of the hour. It's trying to push down here. Let's see if Nasdaq can push down as well. Oof, getting bought right back up there. Gold triggered a short off that inside bar real quick. I'll show you. So it triggered a short, but like I said, at the top of the hour, it's hard to trust. It could just fake out. Looking at the gold to get flush. It feels like it. It's feeling heavy. There it goes. There goes Nasdaq as well. Starting to get that move down that we're looking for here. Sleepy Mocha? Yeah, you're safe. 30% drawdown is from your high water mark, right? Well, there's good 12 points there, 13, 14 points. Let's look for a little more here. I'm looking for more, maybe down into this gap, 70s. So this is what I do. This is the problem. This is what I do when I trade during New York. If I trade too small, because I won't take profits, right? Because I'm just trading micros. But grabbing 12, 15 points out of the Nasdaq on a daily basis with 5 micros to 1 mini, I'm done. You know, I'll take that scalp and I'm done. And you manage to string together a few of those days. So whether it's 6, 7, 8 days, and next thing you know, you're at a payout. You know, but when I trade micros like this, I tend to try to hold longer, things like that, and to not look for more, or so it tends to lead to me over trading a bit. If that makes sense. Because even if I says, well, I just took 15 points or something with a 2 micro scalp, and you make, you know, $60, $70, you're just not satisfied with it, you know. I think that's like the issue with trading props, because we're trying to make so much in such a little time, like trying to pass these accounts, and the accounts are very small for what we're trying to make, especially with intraday trailing, things like that. So I tend to do that a little bit. Yeah, it's all psychological, which a lot of times what helps me to combat that is just doing that, is counting points. So I'll say at the end of the day, I'll just go, well, I got 30 points out of the Nasdaq, or I got 50 points out of the YM, instead of just looking at the dollar figure. And that tends to help with that too. Top of the hour here. See what we got. We should have a spike in volatility here in about 30 seconds. Looking for 46.22 on the gold. Oh, you're looking for a big flush. Nice. T305. I'm looking for a big move. I should say big move, but man, it's not so big nowadays. It's crazy. Been feeling the same way about trading small. The loss profit's so small. I think I can take a lot of trades and they are low quality. Yeah, exactly, Willie C. Thank you. Yes, you take lower quality trades, or you kind of. So the way I've said this before, so I'll repeat myself, but this is kind of a Tom Hugard thing, is that say you're driving down the Autobahn at 100 miles an hour, right? You're like laser focused, right? Because you're driving down the Autobahn, you got both hands on the wheel. It's like you're cranking, right? But if you're driving down the Autobahn at 20 miles an hour, you know, you're eating donuts, you're driving with your knee, you know? That's like trading micros, right? Trading minis is like driving 100 down the Autobahn, you know? And that's kind of the thing. So Tom Hugard talks about like trading just big enough where you want to not be like so stressed out you're pulling your hair out, but you're trading just enough size where you're focused and you don't really care about or that you really care about the trade, but you don't want to trade small enough where you're just taking I'll just throw a micro here and there, and just like you're just throwing, you're not even looking for setups and you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's an interesting thing. So it's about trading that right size. But when you have that volatility where you're just trading, where you're able to trade a few micros and still make 150, 200, 300 bucks, that's some heavy volatility, and that's the volatility I like. But right now, I can tell you, like on gold, 1-2 micros, not financial advice or anything, but 1-2 micros for me is fine. Like you can make plenty right now just trading a little bit of micro. You can make a whole lot trading the minis for sure. And if you're trying to pass an account, trading the minis, you can pass or smash or half or smash pretty quickly. It sucks if you are trying to pass an account on one day or something like that. It does suck when there's no volume and no volatility, but you definitely don't need to do that. But yeah, micros on the gold and silver right now. If you're able to trade micros and silver, I'm telling you, like, I watched someone make over $1,000 trading one micro on silver the other day. It's nuts. So all right, top of the hour here. Gonna play out this trade for a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. We got gold pushing back up. But nice little flush on the gold. Stopped out on the Nasdaq. It's all right. It's still up $3,277 tonight. Let me X out this trade. Up $3,277. I took a little base hit on the Tradeify account. Up 148 on those on the two Tradeify accounts. Looking to get another payout. Just got about 5,400 in payouts with Tradeify last month. So these accounts right here are getting right up there to get another one. So I'm gonna look for a few more base hits on that, and then hopefully I get paid out on the take profit trader accounts, and we'll see how those hold up tomorrow and get another daily payout. Just requested a big payout on Saturday after having making 6,500 on one account on day one on one pro account, and then 5,500 on the other pro account. So looking pretty good to start the month of February. So we're in the month of February now, so chugging along. And yeah, guys, we got gold here pushing down here. Yeah, silver minis, it's just too much. Up 1,200, never traded gold. Nice. Yeah. That's it's gonna coach. It's got you hooked now. Coach said it's got you hooked. It'll hook you in. But especially during Globex and stuff, when you have that volatility, it's been real nice. I was actually talking about that today with my trading buddy Terry Trades 100. I was saying that, like, when when there's high volatility, that's when I trade the best. I'm a momentum trader. It's like I trade on momentum. And when I get myself into trouble is when you start to get choppy markets. Like, we just got stopped out twice there. But it's like when you start to get the choppy type of markets, I can't trade ranges. That's not my strength. My strength is momentum, and then that's where I get the most payouts. That's when I can make the most money. And so right now I'm kind of loving this market, and it's showing. So I'm capitalizing on it, trying my best, capitalize on it. Been killing the gold micro since about an hour ago. Major thanks. Yeah, no problem, Coach Set. Yeah, even last year I switched to micros, changed the game for me. Oh, nice, Stevie J. Yeah. Unloading gold GC. Let's go. You have $3,107 on 9 accounts altogether, not each. Nice. Oh, what category? I don't know, Jarf. I hand mine off. Little Joe says 1099 NEC, but not financial advice, and maybe Little Joe, I don't know, but yeah, 1099 NEC. That's what Little Joe's saying. Biblical saying just do new equals C. TurboTax inside that UOBS. Oh, okay, biblical. That's nice. Not a tax expert. Yeah. No tax experts, but TurboTax it under supplies for me, miscellaneous, then linked on my bank account. Yeah, I don't know. I'm an idiot when it comes to that stuff. I'm an idiot when it comes to that, guys. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Appreciate that. We'll be here all this week. We'll be here all this week. All right, now Nasdaq wants to go here. Gold flushing as well. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer here. Let's see if we can sling some contracts. Big bearish candle here. Filled that gap here at 74. This is what we're targeting. We got top tick there. Look at that. Literally by the tick. We got kicked right in the tick. So we went short here off this inside bar. Stop. Went above it. We literally got kicked in the tick, and it came down, and it filled our take profit. We had to take profit right down here on the 170s. And so that was a little unfortunate. No luck on our side on that one, but that's all right. Gold still flushing down here. I think gold, I'm going to take a look at the hourly here on gold. Gold looks like it just wants to go. So bearish. I'm short on the gold. There we go. There we go. All right, out of one right there for 200 bucks. Let's see if this runner will go. Whoo, there it goes. It's freezing. Guys, TraderVate's freezing on me. It's going so fast, it's freezing. All right, stopped out there for another, so up 3,969. 39.69. Let's go. So just hopped in on the momentum on that candle. That candle was kabooshin', you could just tell. And then taking a look at the hourly there, I'm like, oh, this just wants to go. So a little scalp there. Well, I should say a scalp. That was 730 to 679. Insane. And it's still going. Woo! It'll stop at 4,600, my guess. You look, yeah, I mean, we're going to test it right now. Did I get paid out yet? I want my, no. God, I want to trade my TPT Pros so bad. Probably better off that I don't, but I'm going to wait till I get paid out on them. Nasdaq pushing down as well. Nasdaq testing that VWAP. Looking like it wants to just flush. Nasdaq seems so tame compared to gold and silver. Not gonna chase this. I might try a let's see. I was thinking about taking. I'm just not gonna chase it. Nasdaq flushing, gold's flushing, silver's flushing. Silver kind of holding up though. Nasdaq, I mean, gold looks heavy. Nasdaq looking real dumpy. Algo support, yeah. Don't even think about the pro accounts. Thank you, Alfred. Yeah, the voice of reason. The voice of reason. What's up, Corey, the phone trader? You don't use ATM settings? I do. Yeah, I do. I do on most of my funded accounts. But on the eval, I just kind of like, on this eval in particular, I just been kind of slinging it and sticking the stop where I needs to be and stuff. But yeah. Everything looks heavy. Yeah. This is insane gold. What will make the drop? I know, it's nuts. I mean, to make that much money with just micros, with like 1 or 2 micros is nuts. So up 39, 69, 54. Getting there. Like 5,800 or so to pass this bad boy. What a buy up there at 603, that little psych level. 4,600. Does it bounce here? Do I try it? I'm going 1 micro. 1 micro. There it goes. Come on. One micro. All right, out for another $200. So funny. Up $4,184 now. Nasdaq looks like it's gonna take out the low here. I don't know. It's looking real dumpy. Yo, Stevie J with the 5 gifted memberships. Nomadic Trades, Brian, Zach T, Heather, Team Massive. Thank you so much for the memberships. Thank you, Stevie. Appreciate that. Guys, give it up for Stevie J for the gifted memberships. Guys, smash the confetti, smash the like button. Thank you for hanging out here. We are slinging contracts. Up $4,184. Basically just trading micros. I've only taken 1 real mini trade, and that was with silver for $1,000. And so just kind of seeing if we can pass this Apex account. 20K you got to make, which is nuts. Appreciate that, Stevie. Thanks. Nice, Jarf. 55,000. Adds up. Certainly adds up. I'm not even gonna think about taxes for at least a few more months. I don't. Bitcoin still bearish. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Look at that gap down on Bitcoin. Crazy, right? So came back, it tested well, almost at 76,000 even, but yeah, it's just been hanging out. We still have a giant open gap up here. So big dump in the crypto Bitcoin. This is the micro Bitcoin futures. All right, gold kind of half gap, filled this half gap here off this fair value gap here. So pretty interesting here. Curious to see what this does. Rejecting here. Let's go, Stockafella. Kramer was on Twitter urging Sailor to buy more Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? That's funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm not invested in any of the cryptos or anything. I just, cause you know, I'm a boomer and I don't understand it, but yeah, I know a lot of people that are invested. It's very volatile. It's so volatile lately that I don't even know if I'd be able to sleep at night if I had so much invested. Crazy. I landed into a good chunk of change once. So I got a pretty big check for when I ended up flipping one of my houses, right? And so I had a pretty sizable check. And so I was like, well, what am I gonna do with this? And I thought to myself, I'm gonna buy one Bitcoin. And I think it was like 35,000 bucks. I was like, I think I want to buy one Bitcoin, just one, but I never did. I never did. I couldn't even figure out how to get it. So I was just like, we won't do that, but yeah, guys, I suggest, yeah, like Marshall says, yeah, higher CPA. Yeah, I can't give you guys any tax or stuff advice. I mean, if you guys in the chat want to, feel free, but I don't want to give you guys I don't want to give you the wrong information, because I just don't. All I know is that you can write off your expenses and stuff. That's, you know, all I'll say. But have I tried it, Lance? I did. I tried it once, but the Warbucks. So I did buy an account when it was like super cheap, and I tried it, and I couldn't even. And it was like one of those, and nothing against the prop firm or anything, or the Warbucks crypto thing, but it was like one of those instant regrets for the purchase, and I was just like, I have my hands full with futures. Like, why do I want to do this? So I did try it, but I think I ended up just putting in on a contract, and it blew. Oh, thanks, Lance. Appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Hire someone from Wave, yeah. 5-minute inside bar on NQ. Yeah, there is. I would love to. I feel like I'd love to send this with like a mini and just get this thing passed, but I mean, you take a short like that with a silver mini, and this bad boy is passed. But my luck, I'd take an inside bar short on the silver mini and blow up the account. I wish I could trade the micros with it. What's YM doing? YM's just hanging out. Hanging out with the old people, YM. YM's at the retirement home, just hanging out. The boring 30. Got an inside bar on Nasdaq here. Might try a long. Nasdaq. Maybe pushes up to like that 580s. If we can break it here. Take a look at the hourly on Nasdaq here. Gold pushing down again. What OT? Oh, overtime. Yeah. Nice, Alfred. I'm writing off evals, resets, market data, all computer accessories, and an iPad on my taxes. Let's go. Internet. Home offices. Trips to Vegas for research. No, just kidding. Just kidding. IRS. I'm just kidding. I'm long. Long off the inside bar. See if we get a little squeeze to the upside here. It is kind of bear flagging, but we'll try it. Maybe look for a scalp up to 550s. Take some off at 550s. And then look for the runner. There we go. This is a quick 10 points. See if we can get a little more. Come on. Don't do that. Get up there. Looking for 560s biblical. Yeah, that's a good spot. I'm gonna look to take some off right up in that area and then leave some runners on, hopefully. I don't like that big rejection there. Right at that candle's body, but rip it. If only I could write off my coffee. You can, right? Because you go and you discuss business over a cup of coffee, right? So every time you go and you discuss business, I don't know. Hey, it's Mo, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, putting in some OT tonight. Overtime myself. Sunday night. Slinging some contracts up. $4,200 tonight. It's pretty good. And not even full porting, which is the more amazing part. Yes, the business consultant. That's right. Put in a stop loss here below that candle's wick. Just in case. I usually don't use much stop losses when I'm trading evals. 100% honestly there, but we'll put one in. Be responsible. Because you could get a data candle or a tweet or anything that could just drop this 500 points and then it blows the account for no reason. We don't want to do that. That's why we're battling this. We're getting very close to passing 300K. Come on, pump it. Oof. Bottom of the hour here. Come on. So we're gonna get stopped out here. Whoops. Stopped out. No biggie. All right, I'm 3,650 now. Big bear flag break here. I think this could keep going lower. I'm gonna hop in momentum on this bear flag. And see if we make a new leg lower down to 447 or lower. It's just like very like. So, bear flag, right? Broke it. This was the trigger here, but we got in a little late, but I'm willing to, I think with the momentum, we can get a nice flush. Possibly. There it goes. So a little flip the switch here. Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm getting a little tired. Up $3,827. I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I'm just going to like overtrade the crap out of this, but get a little bit of back off that loss. But yeah, $3,827. We'll save the rest of this tomorrow. I'm not even gonna trade this tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this bad boy passed on stream. He'll either be passed or smashed. One of the two, right? But yeah, an Apex 90% off right now. Yeah, $20 off. So it's either $20 off my funded future accounts, or 20% off. So one of them is 20% off, one of them is $20 off, and the other one's like 35% off when you use code PINE for my funded futures. The pro account is 35% off, and then the rapid and the flex is like 20% off and $20 off. I can't remember which one's which, but yeah, Tradeify. The only weird one is trade day, guys. Pine with a capital P. So if you want to use my code to help support this channel, I greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's kind of a longer stream than I usually do, but yeah, I mean the market's moving and got me excited. So gave back a little bit. Had a peak of like 4,300, 4,400. Still got 7,000 in drawdown. So, and we need about 6,000 to pass this bad boy. So hopefully we can get it passed. Up on the funded account, the 2 trade day accounts, base hits 226, and then hopefully I can get some more daily payouts for tomorrow. So we'll see. And that's it for me. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And smash that like button on the way out. Stay tuned for the outro music. Which is going to be playing right now. So if you haven't heard my outro music, it's the best intro and outro music on the prop streets. Peace.
Yeah. Planetary trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight.
Thanks,
Inside
everyone.
bars only.
See you
Let's
tomorrow.
work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. NQ moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Send funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade they take profit, Apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah that's the plan. Side bar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund a dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, my demise. That's the thing.